notice, and this is the typical copyright. We continue with mathematics syllabus for CSEC exam. The syllabus became effective in 2018. As of 2026 January, this syllabus has not been revised, but there are plans to change the structure of the exam from 2028 and onwards, with a few pilot projects now being conducted in a few Caribbean countries. The syllabus itself remains unchanged. The main planned change for the CSEC level math exam is to split the exam into two parts. The current structure or format of the CSEC math exam, there is a paper 1 for 1 hour 30 minutes, which consists of 60 multiple choice items from all sections of the syllabus as outlined below. That's paper 1. There is also a paper 2 for 2 hours and 40 minutes. This paper consists of 10 compulsory structure type questions from all sections of the syllabus as pointed out below. There is no choice. All sections will be tested with compulsory questions. Previously, I had mentioned that there would have been choice in paper 2, but that was for the previous exam, not this current one. So currently, there is no choice, 10 compulsory structure type questions. Then there is also a paper 031. If you are a student in school, it is called School-Based Assessment, SBA, where your teacher will give you some type of project to do for you to collect data, and then you have to do some type of analysis or analyses on that data. That is if you are in school. If you are not in school and you are writing this exam as a private candidate, then you would write paper 032, which is alternative to paper 031. Basically, you will be given data that somebody collected and then asked to do a number of analyses on the given data. As it relates to your marks, paper 1 carries 60 marks, which is 30% of your overall grade. Paper 2, 100 marks, which is 50% of your overall grade. And paper 3, 40 marks, which is 20% of your overall grade. Schedule of videos, as you already know, sections 1, 2, and 3. All of these videos, all 51 of these videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. Please make good use of them. Sections 4, 5, 6, and 7, all of those have been completed. From section 4, 5 of the 17 videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. From section 5, 5 of those 18 videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. From section 6, 7 of 22 videos, and from section 7, 9 of 26 videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. We are now at section 8, Geometry and Trigonometry. This is the 11th of 24 videos from this section. Of course, once we finish that, we will have to do section 9, Vectors and Matrices. This schedule here, May, June, hopefully I will be able to keep that. Please note this disclaimer down here. This schedule is just a projection and it is not to be interpreted as a contract with anybody. Going back to section 1, number theory and computation, I have divided that section into 33 videos, and as I previously said, all of them are available on YouTube in their entirety, especially since this section forms the foundation on which the rest of the syllabus is based. Reminder that if you are writing this exam for CSEC, you need to know the times tables 2 to 12. especially since calculators are not allowed in paper 1. Continuing with section 1, some of these videos are even applicable in primary schools for students who could look at the videos either before the class or after the class for reinforcement. Teachers could use these videos from section 1 or even 2 or 3 as part of the inverted classroom, and especially parents can find much help here so that they could assist their children with this work, especially when such parents think that they are not competent with this. For example, if I expand that blue box there, you will notice video 6 says, and remember this is from section 1, add, subtract, multiply, and divide whole numbers. That is work done in grade 3 of primary schools. And then you have video 7, which says add, subtract, and multiply and divide decimals. Work done in grade 4. And then you have video 8 and video 9, which deal with multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction of fractions. Work done in grades 5 and 6 in primary school. And then you have other similar items like decimals and percentages and so on. Factors and multiples, LCM and HCF, and others. So this is work generally done in the primary school. And keep in mind, as I told you, this is section 1 of the CSEC syllabus. If you are viewing this, you are already at the channel ROEL 922. I have arranged it in playlists. The playlist that concerns us right now is this one down here. Most, if not all, of section 1 is work done in primary schools. Now, don't be misled by the title CSEC Mathematics Section 1, Number Theory and Computation. Work done in primary schools, grades 3 to 6. Section 2, Consumer Arithmetic. All 12 of these videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. Section 3, Sets. All 6 of these videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. Section 4, Measurement. Some of these have been published on YouTube in their entirety as indicated in yellow here. The others only partially. Please see directions in the description below for full access to these videos that are only partially published on YouTube, and that will also apply to sections 5, 6, and 7. So section 5, Statistics. Some of these videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety, the others partially. Please note that inset here. Section 6, Algebra. These 7 videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety from this section, and the others partially. Again, please note this inset here. Section 7, Relations, Functions, and Graphs. Those 8, actually, these 9 videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety, the others partially. Again, note this inset here if you need full access to these videos that are only partially published on YouTube. Please make use of all these videos even if they are partially published only, because all of them have some concept of the topic under discussion. Before we go on, recall I said in the introductory video that you will need a good math textbook or maybe a set of 2 to get especially more practice questions. CSEC recommends these that you see on the right here. From those, I will recommend these 2 down here, especially since they form a very good 2-volume set of math textbooks that is quite adequate for the future proposed changes in the structure of the CSEC math exam. This is a picture of volume 1, Mathematics, a Complete Course with CXC Question by Raymond Tulsi. And this is a picture of volume 2. Please note this disclaimer down here. I get no financial or other benefits from the sale of these books. Also, there is a website with AI interactivity that was made available free of cost, that deals with past CSEC math questions only, specifically from paper 2. It is extremely important that you become familiar with how CSEC sets its questions for paper 2 and what will be considered good or correct answers to such questions. This is the URL of that website. I will show you the home page of that website on the next slide. This is the home page. You will have to register first and then sign in. But remember, I told you it is free. Again, that is the URL. This URL will be in the description of this video below, so you can easily click on it and be redirected to this website. Another reminder, this formula sheet that you see on the left is provided for CSEC math examination papers. This formula sheet. It is included in a full copy of the syllabus. Just in case you do not have a full copy of the syllabus, there will be a link in the description below from where this formula sheet can be downloaded. This is the top part of that formula sheet, so you could see it a little better. I am going to state the obvious here. You do not need to memorize these formulae on this formula sheet, as the sheet will be provided during the math examinations, as I just said. And this is the below part of that same formula sheet. Note that while you do not need to memorize these formulae, you do need to know when and how to use them. So, section 8, geometry and trigonometry. This is a print screen of the first page from this section with the objectives, the specific objectives. We have completed all of these. We are now here. This is part C of 4 parts because there is a lot of work here and I had to divide it into 4 parts. So we are now at part C. That's part C according to my reckoning. But according to this, it's actually part B and C. This is a print screen from the next page. That whole page is one objective, which is objective 6. And for the print screen from the next page, and finally, the last print screen of objectives from this section, we have 17 objectives to cover in this section. As I said, we have finished these up here. Those 3 have been published in their entirety, the others partially. We are now here, part C of this objective, which is actually video 11 in this section. When that is finished, it will be partially published. That is this here. Now, this is a projection for the rest of this section, how the videos will be published. These 5 more will be published in their entirety, as indicated in yellow here, and the others partially. So we are here, part C according to my division, but according to the syllabus here, it is actually B and C. Again, I am employing Vygotsky's principle of scaffolding, which essentially is moving from the known to the unknown or graded. That is to say, you begin at part A, make sure you understand that, reviewing as many times as you like. You have these videos that you could look at as many times as you like, and then once you master that, you go on to part B and so on. Most of the videos in this course have been arranged like this. So that was video 9, part A of this objective. We completed that already. Video 10, that was part B. According to my division, we completed that already. That would have been video 10. Part C, which is where we are now, this is video 11. And then, of course, once we finish that, we have to do part D, which will take us to video 12 in this section. I think We already did most of part D, but we will see when we come to that in the next video. So we are here. We are looking at cases of congruency, which is the sixth concept in this objective. And then after that, we will be looking at properties of similar triangles, which will be the seventh concept in this objective. So we are talking about congruent triangles to begin with, and cases of congruency. What are congruent triangles? Congruent triangles are triangles that have the same size and shape. If you pick up one and rotate it or flip it or slide it, it will fit perfectly on top of the other. Their corresponding sides and angles are equal, identical twins. In objective 8.3b, part B, that's the same section, objective 3, part B, they were listed as unique triangles when we considered construction of triangles. In this video, we will consider those 4 cases. There are actually 5, so we will include the other one. So if you look at this triangle over here, and you rotate it 180 degrees, you get this triangle over here. They are identical. So they are congruent triangles. There are 5 cases of congruency that we will look at. Now, you don't need to measure all 3 sides and angles to prove that 2 triangles are congruent. You can prove it using these standard combinations. First, all 3 corresponding sides are equal. Secondly, you have 2 sides and the included angle between those 2 sides, if they are equal. Thirdly, you have 2 angles and the included side between those 2 angles. If they are equal in 2 triangles, then those triangles are congruent. Hypotenuse and a length. Right triangles only, that is redundant. If we have a hypotenuse, it is a right triangle. If the hypotenuse and one leg of the triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one leg of another right triangle, then they are congruent, they are identical. Those 4 we already looked at when we were doing construction of triangles. We will also consider a 5th case where it says 2 angles and a non-included corresponding side are equal. This is the one I didn't include previously, but we will do it now. So let's look a little closer at the first one. All 3 corresponding sides are equal. If I ask you, or if I ask a class to draw or construct triangle ABC with AB equal 10 centimeters, BC equal 20 centimeters, and AC equal 16 centimeters. Some students may do this, ABC, and they put 20 here, 10 there, and 16 there, and that is correct. Other students may do this, ABC, 20 here, 10 there, and 16 there. And still other students may do this some other way. Always though, AB is 10 centimeters, BC is 20 centimeters, and AC is 16 centimeters. It doesn't matter if 20 students draw this 20 different ways. As long as these specifications are maintained, then the triangles that they draw are all congruent. They are all identical. So if AB is 10 centimeters, BC is 20 centimeters, and AC is 15 centimeters, it doesn't matter what the orientation of the triangle may look like. They are all the same triangle. They are all congruent. That's the first case. 3 sides, identical. If you find this video useful and interesting, please like and share. Like and share. Like and share. You may also consider subscribing to this channel. The next case is